The excavation, riverbed, streambed, the accommodation, ruins of course, buildings of the athletes. What we have today, Olympic Village, yeah? Mm-hmm. Now, where did the other guests were accommodated? They were camping outside the territory of the sanctuary, riverbed and foot of hills northeast. I want to say wealthy people were accommodated in a building, which I myself call it, guest house they call, 5-star hotel. Because the written source says that the wealthy people were accommodated in that building. Do you see way down at the path, somebody in red top, two girls are walking past, somebody with a white hat.
Yes.
Okay, so they are staring at an excavation, square, huge, colonnade, the capital and the bottom drum are there, two-storied, over 100 rooms, with a pool and a garden. So that's why I call it 5-star hotel. And because I know from the written record, it says the aristocracy and the wealthy were accommodated there. Did you go on a cruise or are you going on a cruise?
Yes. We went.
You
One
went?
day.
How many days?
One day.
Ah, the one-day cruise, okay, no. I was wondering if you went the 3-day whatever, because I had to tell you about one of the islands, the city of the origin of that architect, benefactor. If I told you the name, it's difficult to remember. Leonida. Architect, booklet, says the Leo with L, Leonideo accommodation building. All right, now seated like this, staring south. You see the wooden flights of steps over there? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is, like my book, this end, the northwestern corner of the Temple of Zeus. You see my booklet is like the terrace, rectangular, on which was rising the temple. All right, the temple, did you go Parthenon?
Not yet.
Not yet, you go in, okay, fine. So, like Parthenon was a rectangular structure, temple, 60 feet above the ground, rising on the terrace, twice as high as the column rising in the side of the stairway. When we walk towards the stadium, I will show you the angle from where you can take the photo. When you get rid of me and Judy after the race, you can walk towards this pillar, take your photo, cross the path, enter Palestra, gymnasium, exit. So you can take a good photo. You cannot step on the temple. By the foot of the steps, there you can take the photo. So the temple, like all temples, were ornated, decorated in the exterior, correct? Color and statues. Why the exterior and not the interior? Because your temple and my temple are ornated, decorated inside. And the altar of our temple is inside. And we go inside to worship. For the glory of Lord God and information of the pilgrim, the interior of our church is ornated. For them, the exterior. Because no one could go into a temple but a priest or a priestess, but an Olympic champion in this temple. So the award of a champion, fifth day in the morning, took place in this temple. And I'd like to say, the colonnade, you see the picture, because I will turn the booklet. Look at this photo of historical value in the booklet. There is no reconstructed pillar that you see in the side of the steps. New reconstruction, 2004 Olympic Games. All right, you see his photo of historical value. In those books, no pillar. All right. Now, I put a book like this. You stare this side. They were 6 columns east, 13 north that you're overlooking, 6 by 13, 6 by 13. The Parthenon in Athens, 8 by 17, much larger in width and length. And you know something? The numbers I told you, think about it, you young ones as well, and the adult. What does this symbolize? The number of the colonnade of the long side is a double. I swallow about. The number of the colonnade in the long side is a double of the number of the short side plus 1. 6 by 13, 8 by 17. And the material is not hard rock like you are seated, it's this kind of shelly limestone. Where we were seated at the gymnasium, sorry, I have to swallow my pill. The bag I swallowed. It is over there somewhere. Okay, so shelly limestone, because in Olympia we don't have quarries, marble. We have in Greece, yes, but not in this area. So millions of years ago, this valley was the bottom of the sea. And the material of this temple is this very eroded limestone, not hard rock. Okay, so I said again, what do the numbers symbolize? That it is balance of proportions for aesthetic reasons, harmony. All right, if you measured the length of the building, so many feet, multiply by 2, add 1, you come out even to the length of the long side, of the short side. Short side, long side, a double, as I told you. May I say, the statue of Zeus, which decorated the interior, all temples had one statue, precious metal, gold and ivory. Now, the statue of the god in Olympia was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Yes? 4 times life size. Description we have by Cicero, Roman poet, philosopher. I want to tell you that as Judy said to you the myth, Pelops, Enomao, did she tell you stories about?
Yes.
From where the name Peloponnese comes from.
Yes.
So the decoration of this temple, you see in my photo, statues, authentic marble, which are in the museums. Preparation of the chariot race, she told you, the myth, the legend, from where the name of the peninsula comes from. Statuary in the exterior. Interior, the statue, we don't know its fate. Precious metal. And you can guess, when the Romans invaded this country, they transported to Constantinople, the new capital of the Roman Empire, the statue of Athena from the Parthenon, Athens, and the statue of Zeus from Olympia. Work by same artist. If I said the name, you will tell me, give us a break. Names are difficult to remember. Phidias, the famous artist. Now, last day of the program. The last day after 4 day in the afternoon equestrian games, a boy, 10, 12, native of that city-state 20 mile, his parents as well, was in charge, each Olympics, different boy of course, to cut, like this tree, wild olive, so many olive branches, as many as the winners, a tree growing west on that side of the temple, to weave so many olive crowns, as many as the winners, champions. Place them on a golden table within this temple, within the building. And the next morning, the day of the awards, the crowd, imagine ladies, male, gathering outside the temple, and one by one the champion, his name announced in loud by the herald, entered the temple, and officially awarded winner in there by the older of age judge supervisor. The older of age judge supervisor. Can you guess why was he allowed admission? Because he was a former Olympic champion. You see what I mean? So what does it prove, the award of an athlete in a temple? Holy character of the Olympic Games. You see what I mean? Good. Now, can you turn around, remain here, and face this way? North.